Hi. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hi, welcome to the postpartum support group. I am your host, Rainboww Rach. I'm a healer, I'm a postpartum doula. And I got into being a postpartum doula after my very hard experience in postpartum, and I was very unprepared. And I just want to offer the support that I did not have when I was going through it. Okay, and I would love to start with a meditation today. I'm feeling a little bit scattered. I got both kiddos home today. And so let me go from mom mode to healer mode. And while I'm getting set up, you can grab a water. I got my iced tea. And yeah, just whatever you need. If you have your baby, maybe putting them like on tummy time, or you could like put some colorful something like in front of them when they're in tummy time, and then they'll kind of be like, ooh, what's this? Okay, so big sip of water. Okay, so we'll just, hang on, let me move this. Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, so coming into a comfy seat. Just noticing your breath, maybe for the first time today. Feeling the chair or the floor or the bed or the couch beneath you. Feeling those points of contact between your body and another surface. Taking longer exhales. Putting your hand on your heart or your belly. And thanking our heart, thanking our bodies for all that they've done for us today without us even noticing. Breathing, circulating blood flow, sending neurons across the myelin sheath. Ignoring the toilet slams that are happening next door. Okay, mommy's working. Here, you come sit with me. I'll hold you. Knowing it's okay if there's distractions around, if your kiddos suddenly need you, that's okay. This is like the thing in parenthood too. You can try all you want to, and I think it's necessary for us to like prioritize ourselves, prioritize our mental health, prioritize like the things that make us happy. Like that's me showing up to this postpartum group every Friday. Can I hold you? No. No, okay. Good. Mommy's working, see? Look. No. You don't like when mommy works. And accepting that like it's okay if we only get like a 3-minute spurt. God, who is it? I think it's Tom Segura that has a joke in one of his specials where he's talking about like you have moments when you're a parent, like you have a sip of water and that moment is finished. Like sometimes that's how it is. Like we get moments, but I think like really taking advantage of those moments. And if, you know, if we can't get a full hour, then like taking 10 5-minute breaks, 25-minute breaks to equal like 50 minutes within parenting, I think is really important, because your life is different when you have kids. You don't have the free time that maybe you once had. And for me, I know that was very like triggering and frustrating, especially when people would talk about like, oh, here's their morning routine. I'm like, that's not possible with kids. And obviously the older they get, like the more freedom that you'll have, but it still is, it's work to kind of find that time for yourself. But I think in society, we're so conditioned to believe that like if we're taking time for ourselves, it's selfish, it's like not productive, you're a bad parent if you are taking time away for yourself. Particularly, I think the birthers have that like stigma a little bit more. Like, you know, a non-birthing partner goes golfing, or in my case goes fishing for like half a day, and then they come home and like be with their kids and they're a superhuman. And then if a birthing parent takes their time away, it's like, well, where's your kid? Like when I go to work, I get asked a lot like, well, who's gonna be with the kids? I'm like, my husband. Who else would be with the kid? Like, it's just this expectation. Excuse me, are those scissors? Hey, those are very sharp. Here, look, I have this for you. Nita. You want to do it? Go like this. Oh. Like what was I saying? Yeah, taking care of ourselves. If we don't make an effort to prioritize ourselves, we're not gonna be doing that. And then I found in my parenting journey, I've been a parent for 7 years. I count pregnancy. Like the start of pregnancy was the start of my parenting journey. And yeah, just what I've learned is like, if you don't prioritize that time, you're not gonna get it, and it's gonna lead you to being like depressed and anxious and feel really shitty in your body. Why I wanted to start with the meditation too is like, hey, Nico Rose, Nico, yo, can you do that in the playroom? It's a little bit loud. Excuse me. No. Look at me. Escúchame. Yo. Hey. You're not in trouble, but look at me. I just asked you not to be loud, okay? You don't need to yell at me, okay? Okay? You're not in trouble. I love you, but I need you to be gentle. Okay. You want to go lay in the secret room? You want to go lay down? I can shut the door for you. And parenting, as you can see, requires so much patience. And especially when you're not having that time alone, it is detrimental to things that you need in parenting, like patience and compassion and kindness, and love and empathy. You know, all of these things that I hate the cliche of this expression, but like filling up your cup. My cousin posted this reel about like a dopamine menu, and I love that concept. So maybe let's actually I'm gonna do this too with y'all. Let's take a little Post-it or scrap piece of paper or bill you have lying around or mail, and let's write down 3. Oh, thank you. You want to put it in this? In the brown part? Nice job. Let's write down our dopamine menu. So this is just a list of things that you can like refer back to that make you feel good, that increases that dopamine in your body. So for me, let's see, I'm gonna put cuddles. A walk always helps me, usually. Oh, good, you have pants on. Okay, he's good. Hey, this will go on my YouTube, so just try to, you can have like a little sliver of your face showing, but not too much, okay. Why don't I want you on my YouTube again?
Because they're strangers.
Mm-hmm. Strangers that are weirdos and they might want to. Wait, you have the thing in your ear.
Mommy, no.
Oh, ew, that was in your ear. Okay. So cuddles, a walk, even like playing. Like if I take my kids to the playground, sometimes I need my space. Sometimes I just want to lay down. So legs up the wall, it's a good one. But sometimes I just need to play too. Like as adults, I think we're so just somewhere along the line between being a kid like 6 years old up to being I'm 31, and there's just this like dissipation of the expectation to have fun in your life and to like make play a priority. And I think as adults we're not really like encouraged to do that. But play is sometimes really good. I live close to mountains, and so sometimes like just going on a drive is nice, listening to my music or a podcast. Sometimes if I'm like really overwhelmed with my just in parenting, it's very overstimulating and it's loud and you have people crawling all over you a lot. And so my therapist mentioned to me, like, when you are going on a drive, that's great for you because you are getting that separation from like your kids, which again doesn't make you a bad parent. Like doing anything 24/7 is exhausting. We were paddleboarding for a friend's birthday last weekend, and remember for Coco's birthday?
No, I'm supposed to.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about? Yeah, you call me. Good morning.
But I forgot where I was going with that story, but we were paddleboarding and just like having fun. My kids came and my oldest jumped into the water and he touched the bottom, which was very fun for him. But making that time for yourself, I know sometimes, especially when you work like a 40-hour work week, is exhausting, and so is working part-time, so is working like even more than that. So prioritizing that time to, hey guys, this is a little bit loud for me. Hey, this is a little bit loud for me. Can you go down here? Or Nico? Nico, can you do that in the playroom, please? Or in the secret room? Alright. Sorry, guys. It's going to be loud for a minute. Hey. Mommy's working, guys. We'll have to do a babysitter next time if we can't be quiet. Okay? Making that time for yourself. I know that when you have long hours that you want to just sleep, and sometimes you just need that sleep, but sometimes as daunting as like going out and meeting friends and rearranging schedules with your partner or whatever, it can feel like a really daunting task and like almost not worth it. But I have never gone out and hung out with friends and regretted it. It's always been, I think the only time I've ever regretted it is when I like overindulge in alcohol and then I feel it the next day. But yeah, we gotta prioritize that play. And like, guys, it's too loud, Nico. Reminding ourselves that we are like playful beings and that like it's okay to be playful. Like we think that just like we're conditioned in parenting, like, oh, you are a bad parent if you are taking time away for yourself. It's like, oh, well, you're not a real adult if you're like playing. That's so immature. That's like so little kid. And it's not. It's actually so good for our mental health. And I shared a graphic this morning about, like, it was like a visual graphic of a percentage of postpartum people who felt unprepared during their postpartum window, and it was like a majority, like 90% or something like that. And I think that's because there is a lot of, hey Nilo, silencio por favor.
Okay.
Thank you. Hang on. Hey guys, listen. Hey Sonic, Nilo Ray, I need you to go in the other room. I'm getting too distracted and I would like to do my work right now, okay? That's Shadow.
No, that's Shadow. Shadow. Mommy.
Hey, wait, I need quiet. Okay, I need quiet.
Give me that blue cup, please.
Okay, here, take this to the secret room. Go in the secret room.
Did you know the trapper? Did you know that
Hey, secret room, Aki. Right there.
I need help.
Okay, go in the secret room, please. Nilo.
I need help.
Okay, Nilo can help you.
Give me a sec.
I know. All right, go ahead. Thank you.
Nico, no.
What? What's he doing?
Hey, Nico.
Okay, I'm gonna shut the door, guys. Scoochies. Don't.
Give me that back.
Okay, then give him his cups back.
No.
Okay, Scoochie.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna shut the door, Scoochie. Thank you. Okay, thank you for bearing with me today, y'all. I underestimated how much attention goes away with me whenever I have 2 kids at home and not just one. When it's just one, I've been able to do this fine, but when it's 2, it's a lot. Let me just take a minute. You drink some water. I'm gonna drink some tea. Recollect my thoughts here. Oh yeah. But the yeah, that statistically. Okay. Can you go play? Go in the other door. Nico, go in the secret door to the playroom. Go open the, I know, go in the other door. There's the playroom. Cierra la puerta. Oh, okay. There's all this care in pregnancy and birth, and then that you have one 6-week checkup, and then it's like, okay, bye. Scoot along. I need the next pregnant person in my office. And the messaging that sends us as birthers is that you are cared for when you are growing a baby. Yes, I need you to go in there first and just wait. Thank you. And then it's like, okay, you've done your job. Like, you've birthed, you gave birth, the baby's here. Like, congrats, bye. You're on your own now. And there's 3 trimesters of pregnancy, but I feel like there's the 3 trimesters of like this initiation portal into parenthood. Like, pregnancy is one phase done, and then you have the birth and post-birth, which is like 6 to 8 weeks post the birth. That's whole little, it's like basically the longest period of your life. Like, literally, you're bleeding and you're recovering, and you have, if you gave birth, you have a wound the size of a plate in your body. And so it's like, you gotta rest. You gotta learn to rest. And it's hard for people. That's not our conditioning in a society. Our productivity is like what's tied to our worth. And so whenever we do have a newborn, especially, it's like, or even just a baby, something that's reliant on you. Even at my stage, I have a 6 and almost 3-year-old, and I still feel like sometimes all I did in the day was like dishes and laundry and wiping butts. and making food and planning the next meal for the next day, and like, yeah, writing a budget. Like sometimes I get to do that. Definitely not daily, but weekly. And it can be like, wow, I didn't accomplish anything today. And that is such a disservice to like the work of parenthood. I posted a reel earlier this week of just saying how like just because work is unpaid doesn't make it any less like deservable of money. We just don't. It's just an unpaid job in our society, and that's just a norm, you know. And it can make you get really down, and especially if you are used to being a productive person, like hitting goals. For me, I had an unexpected pregnancy, so your chances of developing postpartum depression are going to skyrocket in the case of an unexpected pregnancy. Tea break, water break. And when you are in this cycle of very like, you're trying to balance your old life with your new life. It's this transition period between no kids and a kid, or two kids if you had twins, or triplets, whatever. And that transitionary period feels so hard and so overwhelming. I had a mama in my group last week, and she was like, am I ever gonna sleep again? She's like in the thick of a sleep regression, like weeks on weeks of this. And it just viscerally brought me back to that feeling of like, am I ever gonna be like a member of society again? Am I ever gonna, do anything but like play with my baby? And with her, we also talked about like, activities that you could do outside of like goo goo gagaing with your baby all day, and like reading books, and like going on the same walk. Like a lot of these things on my dopamine list, we had talked about like going on a drive, going to the library, because whenever with babies and even like small kids, like they are stimulated whenever they're in a new environment, and that's really good for their brain development, and it also gives you a break. Thank you. Mommy. I'm in the middle of a thought. Do you mind if I finish my thought? And you can paint your nails right here.
Okay.
Okay, let me finish this thought.
Okay.
And I need silencio, por favor.
Okay.
So these don't go up here. Shh. And would anyone like be interested in a schedule? Like her and I talked about like kind of creating some structure in the day, because she had a 4-month-old, 4-month-old. And it was like, once you get past that 4th trimester of pregnancy, which is really like the 3rd stage of the initiation into parenthood phase, it's like, okay, I feel like I'm in Groundhog Day. I'm doing the same thing over and over again. I'm getting bored. I'm getting like frustrated. I'm getting like cabin fever. So finding ways to create structure can be really helpful if you are feeling like that. And I'd love to make like a resource. As a postpartum doula, I have like a resource list of not only providers, but for my own like personal healing practice and business. Like I want to share with people like things like schedules and like journal prompts and just all those kind of things. So I might put that together for you. Okay, here, he can do the yellow, okay?
No, this one.
There.
No, this one. This one?
No, you use that. Okay. Nika, you have to do it right here. You have to do it right there. Actually, Nilo, could you guys go to the Paw Patrol table outside in the front, please?
I
Okay. You better cover that mouth when you're sneezing. Nico, come on now. Here, sit up here. Okay. Yeah, but making that structure is sometimes really nice. Okay, we're gonna do that. And sometimes really needed, but I know sometimes it's like, what am I supposed to do? Like, hey, sit like this. Sit right here, and then we'll do them right here. Okay, here. And when you're like sleep deprived and exhausted, it's like you don't really have the brain power to be like, you know, oh, let me whip up a new thing to do and like plan a new schedule. Like your brain power just isn't there. So, yeah, I want to provide that for people. But if anyone has questions, please throw them in the comment little box. Yeah.
I'm just fine. Mom, I do it. You got
Yeah.
mine.
Oh.
Can I have it?
Here, get him a new color. And hopefully by you guys like seeing how I'm interacting with my kids, I hear people say all the time, like, I love how you interact with your kids. So I'm hoping that this is like very teachable just by watching what we're doing, how I'm like balancing. I also used to think that this one?
I need pink.
This one?
No, that one's broken.
Okay. I also thought that like I couldn't be a mom and like show up and like do lives. I did a live literally Nico was like my youngest was, hey Nyla, please. Nyla. Hey, here. Hey, let's do the yellow. Put your hand here so I can paint it. Thank you. No, just stay there. I think that I can't do both, and like not gonna lie, it's fucking hard. Like trying to go back and forth between like engaging people and like sharing the lessons I've learned and all that. Like and going back and forth to like parenting and being a referee between my two kids is a challenge, but it's like I can do it. Like I can do hard things. Like I've got this. And I always come back to this. Yes, I always come back to the remembrance that like this is a season. And what does everyone tell you who's out of the season that you're in? Just enjoy it. It goes by so fast. It's so good. And I think, nice. I love it, dude.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Look at
so pretty. Okay.
And I'm 6-year-old, by the way.
It's a challenge, but like we can do hard things. And I think coming back to that like affirmation is really important sometimes. Oh, thank you. Nice, Bubba. It's an important thing to remember. And just like when you have given birth and probably non-birthing parents experience this like almost like lack of confidence, and it's important that we like foster that within ourselves, that confidence within ourselves. I need a toothpick. This one's broken. See?
Which one?
The pink one.
Oh yeah, I was gonna put that on my phone.
I'm gonna use this one. Can I use this?
Yes.
Nico, let me see your hand. So maybe like writing on your little dopamine list too. If you're just here. Okay, here you do it. If you're just getting here late, I did have everyone like write down, and I did this too. A little, that's backwards. a dopamine list of the things that like can make you happy. So I wrote cuddles, a walk, legs up the wall, play, going on a drive, getting a little treat, whether it's like, something caffeinated or something not. Add that to my list. Doing those little small things for yourself, I think, are really important. And so just to like wrap up what we've talked about today. Hey, on your nails.
I got
Pretty.
the glittery one.
I love that one.
You guys can buy this.
I don't have a link for that.
Oh yeah.
I could draw. Where did we get this again? Oh, we got this at the rack at North Rack.
You can get it at the rack.
Yeah. Little kid nail polishes that are quick dry, and hopefully they're kind of washable. We'll see. But yeah, to wrap up, prioritizing your self-care is important, and you're not a bad parent if you need to care for yourself. It actually is going to make you be able to show up better for other people, which I kind of hate this idea that like we have to prioritize ourselves in order to show up as better people for everyone else around that. Nice, dude. Here, do you want to put those, you want to get that pink and then do it yourself over there. Here, sit down and do it. But you get to like take care of yourself because you deserve to. You don't have to wait until you're like burnt out and exhausted to take care of yourself. You can do that like just like you brush your teeth every day. Like you can just build that into your routine every single day. What else do we talk about? Do you remember, Nye? Balancing these two versions of yourself when you are in this transitionary period, between not having the responsibility of parenting and having that responsibility, like giving ourselves grace, reminding ourselves this is a season and we can do hard things and it's not going to last forever. Sometimes it feels like it's going to last forever, but it doesn't. For those of you with babies, who are either in a sleep regression, getting out of sleep regression, you're feeling like confident and you want to like start putting together like a rough schedule. Hey, you need some sleep. Thank you.
Okay.
It's gonna affect the sound quality when I post this.
Mommy.
Thank you. So pretty, Nico. So pretty. Here, do you guys want to go check him out in the mirror in the bathroom? Go check it out in the mirror. Excuse me. And this, the aspect of the parenting initiation where birthing and pregnancy, we have all of the support, and then the support kind of falls off postpartum, and that sends us the messaging and the signaling that like we don't matter, like we've done our job, and now it's like, all right, you're on your own. You're not alone. Yep, you can go wash your hands. Remembering, remembering to ask for help too, because that is something that I think is really difficult for a lot of us, especially those of us who have learned to be either hyper independent or just independent as like a trauma response from either like abandonment issues, most likely abandonment issues, honestly. But yeah, that helps us. Asking for help actually helps us, and it's not like a sign of, it's not a sign of weakness to ask for help. It's actually a sign of strength, and like being able to be vulnerable and show people like, hey, I'm hurting, I need help. Or like even at work, I'm reminding people all the time. Okay, give me a sec. I'm reminding people all the time, like, ask for help. It's okay. Like, you can ask for help, and it's not, it doesn't make you less of a person, doesn't make you weak. It just means that you're
Can you open that, please?
Being vulnerable and having a superpower and doing that, and like, that's cool. That's good. Here, Anna.
Put it right here.
Okay, we also talked about playing with your kids and the importance of like playing as adults, because we're definitely not taught to. But for my 31st birthday, I asked for a Barbie camper that I've wanted since I was literally little, and I never got it. And so yeah, I don't know, maybe I just like didn't ask for it, or I like prioritized other things, but I just for whatever reason like never had it, and got it, and like I play with it, and it's, I'm gonna write that on my dopamine list too. It just like inspires this like childlike sense of play that I think that we shouldn't be losing. Like I think that that's like such a part of the human experience, is like play and being childlike. So and I feel like you see this as you start aging out of like your 20s, and you're like, wow, I feel like I'm 20 but I'm not. And yeah, it's just, it's something to always like keep with us, is this like ability to play and have fun and be goofy and silly. and not be like ashamed or embarrassed of like, nice, so pretty. Where's the glittery one?
It's on the thumbs.
You want to add another layer? Let's do another layer so you can see more glitter. Or I have a glittery one up here actually.
I did only 2 layers of light blue because light blue is actually.
Use that one. That one's cute.
Oh no.
Here.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it.
All right, guys. My attention span is dwindling, so
You can find us at the nail shop.
So yeah, hopefully that wraps it up well. I'm probably gonna go rest, get outside with my babies, and go play. So yeah, thank you for being here. If you want to reach out, ask me questions. Oh, now I'm seeing the question. Sorry, guys. Okay. What's this live about? Postpartum support group. I am Rainboww Rach. I'm a healer. I'm a postpartum doula. And I love just supporting people in this phase. So if you have any questions, if you want to reach out to me, Instagram DMs are a great place to do that. I'm Rainboww Rach with 2 W's and an underscore between Rainbow and Rach. You can find a bunch of like free resources in my bio and paid.
I put some glitter on my nails.
I love it. Wait, can I see like this? Nice. And then this one is the adult one, so it's gonna take a minute to dry. So you gotta just sit there and go like this. Good job. But yeah, thank you for being here. This act alone of just like showing up to a support group, like that is an act of taking care of yourself. So good fucking job. Even if you got distracted like me, even if you were still like being with your kids, good job showing up. Like we showed up, we were here for ourselves. Make a little space later, even if it's just 5 minutes, to like put a hand on your heart and just feel your breath, you know. Yeah, I'll see you guys next Friday. So this is always gonna be, hang on, this is usually 3 weeks a month. This is in Boulder at the Boulder Birth and Holistic Health Center. In Boulder, it's off Folsom. And then once a month, and I try to align this with my bleed so I can like rest during that time. Hey. It is virtual, and that's what this is. So it'll be virtual again in about a month, and I will do my best to remember to post it here on YouTube. But usually I'm more active on my Instagram. I try to post. Hang on, I'm almost done.
No, Nico.
I post on my stories
Nico, that's mine.
Nearly every day, so that's definitely where I'm most active. So if you want to keep up with me, definitely follow along with me there, and I'll see you guys next week.